What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another episode of Dropping Dimes with Mr. Dugai. And it's a few things I'm going to talk about, man. Eagles related and non-Eagles related. Non-Eagles related, Darius Lennard signs a 5-year, I think $98.4 million extension with the Indianapolis Colts. Cornerback Davion Howard gets a contract reconstruction, which means he's now going to stay with the Miami Dolphins. And for the Eagles, I'm going to just talk about a few players that's doing good, that's struggling a little bit as we finish up another week of camp. And we have our first preseason game coming up this Thursday against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Before I get into this video, for everyone, if you want to give me a follow on my social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, I'm gonna have all that information down in the description box. May not always get a chance to respond to questions and comments on these videos, so feel free to DM me, and whenever I get a chance to, I'll get back at you. Come holler at you, boy. Also, if you're a Madden player on Xbox One, I'm gonna have my Xbox One gamer tag down in the description box also. So y'all come get at me, get a game in with me on Madden, yo. First I'm gonna talk about the Eagles, yo. It's a lot of things going on right now. It's a few players that, that from what I understand looking solid in camp, and there's a few that's struggling. For in each position, first off, on the offensive line, Jordan Milada is looking like he's definitely going to be the left tackle of this team, yo. 7th-round pick a couple of years ago, rugby player. Obviously, he did solid last year. He was not an All-Pro. He was not the second coming of a young Jason Peters or Trey Thomas or nobody like that. But he was solid. Like, he was decent. And it looks like he's going to hold it down and be the left tackle because Andre Dillard is just getting his butt kicked out there, yo. He's not getting it done, and honestly, it's very unfortunate. This is another Howie Roseman high draft pick that looked like he won't get a second contract with this team, and that's one of the biggest things with Howie, where like the only guy he's drafted over the last however many years that even made a Pro Bowl was Carson Wentz, and Carson Wentz is no longer here. So this looks like another failed experiment. A former first-round pick. We thought he felt like he was the heir apparent to Jason Peters, but obviously it's still, there's still camp to be had. There's still preseason games where he could probably get his mojo back. But right now it looks like he's not doing very good at left tackle, and it looks like Jordan Milada, is going to be the guy. In the backfield, we got Kenny Ganwell is doing really good. The rookie that's came in from Memphis. Love his explosiveness. Love the way he catches the ball. He catches the ball like a pure receiver. Could be an ultimate third down back. But it's a lot of talk that Nick Sirianni loves Boston Scott. Yo, a lot of us kind of wrote him off as far as being someone, with Miles Sanders and Kerryon Johnson and Kenny Ganwell as someone that wouldn't make this roster. But it's going to be a real battle in that backup running back spot behind Miles Sanders, to see who's going to be the guy to be the third down guy, yo. Miles Sanders, I'm expecting big things from him this year, yo. This is a year, the last regime, Dougie P, just for whatever reason, never really used him like that. So I'm expecting big things from him, yo. In the wide receiving core, Jalen Reagor has been up. Obviously we're missing Devontae Smith right now with the minor knee injury. Hopefully it's only minor. He's back at least for week 1. If you don't play in the preseason, I'd love to see him out there healthy. But look, when we get against Atlanta, I want to see him out there 100% full systems go. But Jalen Reagor has to step up. Jalen Reagor definitely has to step up. It was problems where he had issues in practice where he was doing things that irritated the coaching staff, and Nick Sirianni really laid it into him. And clearly since then, he been okay. But this is year 2. There's no excuses. You got to step in and be a good complement receiver to Devontae Smith and the other weapons on this team. So he needs to continue to be better. And on the defensive end, man, Josh Sweat is looking like he gonna start. Like not that Derek Barnett has been bad, but Josh Sweat apparently has been that good. Or maybe it's because Andre Dillard's been that bad. Maybe you can look at it either way. Josh Sweat, a guy who just has all the physical tools to be a very good defensive end, in the NFL. I'm excited to see what he could do. He did really good for us last year, and basically only really pass rushing situations. Obviously, he's gonna have to continue to improve against the run and doing things like that if you want to be, a three down D end. But he's doing his thing out there, yo. Another guy that's coming into his own, but he keeps getting nicked up, is Davion Taylor. Davion Taylor, from a physical standpoint, looks the part as a linebacker. Big, fast, athletic, could really make things happen. Could really be a big time linebacker if he put it all together. But he has to stop getting injured. Like, he just keeps getting nicked up, yo. I love to see a linebacker. Obviously, Singletary did his thing. Like seeing him, obviously Eric Wilson is expected to do big things, but to have a linebacker core with Eric Wilson and Davion Taylor from an athletic standpoint would be pretty doggone good. So we need him to start being healthy. And in the secondary, man, we good with I love it with Darius Slay and Steven Nelson at the corners. And Anthony Harris at safety. Rodney McLeod is on the PUP list. But I tell you what, Kavon Wallace has looked very good with Rodney McLeod out. Obviously, if Rodney McLeod is not healthy week one, Wallace is going to start. But it does make me feel good about the safety position in the future in case, Rodney McLeod is getting older. We may have to start him next season. So Kavon Wallace is doing big things out there. I'm excited to see all these guys out here. First preseason game Thursday. I can't wait. In other non-Eagles news, we have the Indianapolis Colts have signed Darius, Lennard, however you say it, to a 5-year extension. I think $98.5 million. Look, man, the guy is an absolute beast, yo. Second round pick out of South Carolina State. He was I think he was a Pro Bowl or All Pro, whatever, as a rookie, and he's just been a very good linebacker for the Colts ever since. A guy that gets downfield, hit people, and is very athletic. Making plays defensively. Colts got a good one there, yo. Good one. You're happy for him because guys like that, unless you are high, like a first round pick, especially high first round pick, a lot of these guys coming into the league don't really make a lot of money. I mean, to regular people, it's a whole lot of money. But I'm saying as far as NFL wise, they don't make a whole lot of money, especially when they're out there playing at a Pro Bowl and All Pro level, and they're not quite getting compensated for their performance. To see them cash in and get big deals, regardless of who they play for, you could root for guys like that and feel good. So shout out to Darius Lennard for getting his money. And for the Miami Dolphins, they restructured Davion Howard deal. I think it's $12.8 million fully guaranteed. I want to say, I don't know all the details on his deal. But look, it was talk for a little while that the Eagles may consider, making a move for Davion Howard whenever he requested the trade. And obviously as a player, I would love to have him, but, I knew we couldn't quite afford that. And, 10 interceptions for a cornerback, I don't think people understand how impressive that is. That is hard to do because cornerback is not like you're a safety where you basically go on this side, one side of the field, or go on another side of the field, or sometimes you all over the place basically. And for corners, you're basically on one side of the field, and people are trying to avoid you because Byron Jones, who got a big contract from the Dolphins, is not as good of a corner as Davion Howard. So people would much prefer to throw at Byron Jones as opposed to Davion Howard, and he still got 10 interceptions. And that's remarkable, yo. That's remarkable. All pro corner. Hey, he deserves every dollar that he asks for, yo. So shout out to him. And I know Dolphins fans are pretty happy that they're gonna have a happy Pro Bowl cornerback, back in the fold and ready to get it going, yo. Shout out to Lennard, shout out to Howard. Two really, really good players getting their money, yo. But with that being said, yo, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I'm going to have Philadelphia Eagles and NFL content throughout the year. Also, next Saturday and on Saturdays at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 Central, 10 Pacific, I'm gonna do a live Q&A for an hour. Y'all come on there, ask me anything, tell me anything. I'll answer your questions, respond to your comments, and give you a shout out on the live. Y'all should join me. It'll be some good stuff. Also, next Sunday and on Sundays from at 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, and 8 a.m. Pacific. I co-host Big Time Sports Talk on ESPN 1420 a.m. Y'all download the ESPN 1420 a.m. app. I co-host with Mike the Bandit. It's a fun show, so y'all come listen to us on the radio, yo. Until then, y'all have a blessed one. Fly Eagles, fly.